Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read for Thursday the 24th of January. Just having a change of scenery here. I'll use the Lima Tarot for this reading. The other reading was a bit tough really, but I sort of related to it in some ways. I thought that's just exactly what's just happened to me, which I think is quite funny and very interesting. So, okay, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. For people who are new on board, welcome. The What's Cracking is a daily read for everyone, so I'm just picking up the general energies in the atmosphere here. All you people on screen, you're all sending me your energy, and I'm doing a reading based in that. Sometimes it won't resonate if everybody else's energy is stronger and yours isn't quite as strong. It won't resonate, but a lot of the time it will. Okay, ready to go. Alrighty, we have the Hierophant out front. Now the Hierophant is a card that talks of stability, of traditional values, traditional roles. It can talk sort of like marriage, like that sort of, when I say tradition, that sort of thing. Underneath that you have the Six of Cups and the Magician, and behind that the Five of Cups. So there is, for some of you, something connected to your past around tradition that perhaps doesn't always serve you. You're trying to manifest something different here. So maybe you're letting go of some sort of old religious concepts and maybe understanding the process of manifestation by letting go of these traditional concepts. I don't know what that really means. Sorry. But maybe you've sort of grown up with a belief that things should happen a certain way. And maybe you've got stuck in that idea because now you're realizing it's about manifesting. It's not about religion per se. I hope that makes sense. It's really weird. Okay, let's get on with the reading. Okay, so I have the Six of Wands coming in here, which talks about victory, about public recognition. This can be victory in any sense, really, even though it sort of is the card of public recognition. Public can be, you know, people around you that sort of see you creating some sort of victory out of something. You've won at something. You've won. You've come out in front here over something you've done. The Hanged Man is here. So the Hanged Man is the card of going inside and doing deep introspection. See, the thing is with the Hanged Man, you can do this deliberately, but sometimes you do it because you're not forced to do it, but something will happen to send you spiraling into this. It's quite interesting in this card because he's hanging by a snake in the tree. So I don't know what that means to anyone. But it could be you've been forced into some sort of self-evaluation after someone has snaked you, or the snake could represent change, transformation here. So maybe you're hanging, but you're transforming. You're transforming from what you were before into something new. And you could see that at the beginning of the reading with that whole tradition to manifestation, like you're sort of understanding things don't go traditionally how you think they should. They go a completely different way. So maybe, yeah, something like that's going on. I do see the card of boundaries here. Now, this one did come up in the What's Cracking read, and it has come up a bit lately about understanding the importance of setting boundaries when you're in relationships, friendships, whatever, because people don't always respect your boundaries. I remember with a family I knew a lot of years ago who wouldn't call before they decided to visit, who would just call you at ridiculous hours of the morning and night. And I said to them, you're waking me up when you're calling. Like, I don't want you to call at those times. You know, you can call between, 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night when I'm awake, but I go to bed after 8 o'clock and I'm in bed still sleeping when you're calling me at 6 o'clock in the morning. And often they would turn up, and of course I'd have other plans, and I'd have to say, I'm really sorry, you should have called me first, let me know you wanted to come over. And they got really angry with me over it and said, why should we have to call you? Why should we always have to let you know? And I said, because that's just being respectful. I wouldn't do it to you. But they had a lot of trouble understanding that. And of course now I look back and I think the only people who have trouble respecting your boundaries are the ones that don't want to respect your boundaries. They want to do what they please. So other people in my life do respect those boundaries, and they do give me a call before they're coming over just in case I'm not home or I've got other plans, so that they don't disrupt what I'm doing. Two of Pentacles coming out here. Two came up in the What's Cracking read. This is about balancing something out here for a better result. In this one, the ships are in the background here. It's actually a very beautiful card, look. But one pentacle's really high. So it looks to me like you've already made a decision here on which way you want to go. You're still trying to balance it out, but you do have your decision made. Six of Pentacles here talks of having balance, equal give and take with boundaries. Beautiful, perfect. Thank you. That's what we're talking about here. Understanding how to respect someone, making sure you're putting in what the other person puts in. That's what boundaries really mean. And I feel like you're doing something here to understand that process. Very much like the What's Cracking reading, really. Could be to do with the King of Wands. So we have a man here who could be a Leo, Sag or Aries. He's very attractive. He's somewhat charming. He's definitely quite sort of passionate and sexy. Or it could be one of the fire signs. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands here. So he's obviously sending some sort of message to you here. There's some sort of message coming in through this person. Somebody who you need to set boundaries with here. And you're tossing up whether to move forward with them because you've realised that you need to set some boundaries. Page of Swords coming in. Someone's been checking you out over the internet, watching you. Watching what you're doing. Interesting. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. Now you're ready to put some sort of burden down here. You're ready to move forward. And look at this, moving forward. Love the way I do that. So cool. Okay, let me just do a recap here, because like the other reading, it's a little bit deep and meaningful, and I want to make sure that I get all the messages from Spirit across to you. It's so important. Now, I talk to people online all the time who talk about their own experiences. And I feel like even though I'm a different person in a different type place in the world, my spirituality has been something that I've had to learn all through my life how to work with. When I was young, my family would say to me, you're too sensitive, stop taking everything to heart. And I used to think, why am I too sensitive? How do I toughen myself up? What does that mean for me? And, I've been doing it for 60 years and I still don't know how to toughen myself up. Yes, I don't take things personally anymore, so I learned that was toughening up. But to people telling you to toughen up and people telling you not to be the way you are, they're the toxic people. You don't deal with them. You move on. If people can't accept you for who you are, don't put up with their shit. I'm serious here. They are the people who you need to put these boundaries in about. Because like the people who call you all hours of the night and the people who disrespect you, and I'm talking to all of you, and I know there's a man out there who says he's been used as a doormat. Hello to you. I won't say your name. But I read your messages all the time, and I think because we're good people, people walk all over us. We're asked to do things. We're asked to put up with all sorts of crap. And I'm like, not really, not anymore. I don't do it anymore. I've done it for too many years. This reading's all about this. This is about you understanding that you've been taught something through your upbringing here around, having to put up with stuff that other people think is okay to sort of put on you. But look, underneath that is this magician. See, you're in control of everything. You don't need these people around you. So if they don't respect you or understand you or accept you for who you are, then they shouldn't really be a part of your life, no matter who they are, whether they're family, friends, lovers, whatever. So I'll tell you what this is about. This reading is about someone coming in who's probably been keeping an eye on you, who's probably been obviously interested in you, or interested in the work you do, interested in something you have to offer. And I feel like in the past they have not reciprocated what you've given to them. They haven't respected you. They haven't loved you for who you were. And I feel like they've regretted walking away. They really have. They've been keeping an eye on you. They've been watching what you're doing, where you're going, all those sort of things. But for me, I look at this and I think there's a victory here for you. You're tossing up on whether you should put up with this or not. You're tossing up whether this is best for you. And you may really like this person. You may really like what this person has to offer. But I feel like you've come to this point in your life where you've realised now this is not about them. This is about you. And we're taught to, that sort of behaviour, that's being selfish. And if you tell us we can only ring at a certain time of the day, well, you know what? That's a selfish thing to do. You're not a nice person. And really? What, because I've got boundaries in place? So this is a reading about understanding that it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay, I don't want you in my life because all you do is take, and give me very little back for it. So either you will cut this person out or you're going to do a little bit of transforming here. And the transforming means that you're going to start seeing your own value, which is so important. And you're going to move forward with that new idea, that victory here around who you are and what you represent. And you know what? It will come to a point where people come into your life and they'll expect that from you, and you'll say, no, not interested, on your bike. And there'll come a time when people just won't do it anymore. And the only people you have in your life are the people who are willing to do this equal give and take. So there you go. Very, very deep meaning reading again. Deep meaning in a reading. Beautiful though, because you're off. You're going. You're walking away from it. So you're walking away from bad treatment. You're walking away from people who don't treat you correctly. You may have had a lot of love for this person in the past. You may have given them a lot of chances here. You may have given them all these chances. But now you're saying, don't want to do it anymore. If you can't treat me the right way, off you go. So I have a cart full of pumpkins. So it looks like something to do with Halloween, doesn't it? A cart full of pumpkins. And the number is 13. Interesting. So what does that mean to us? Samhain. It is about Halloween. The ancestors are offering guidance. Watch for unexpected messages in dreams, chance encounters with strangers, or voices whispered on the wind. You have nothing to fear in the dark. So there you go. Don't be scared to put your boundaries down, folks. You need to. You're getting prompted to do that. Your ancestors are in your ear. No more of this traditional putting up with all this sort of stuff from the past. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.